Hello and welcome back to episode 17 of Unknown to World Known Club 7. We're back with Bayern Munich once again. And since you were last with us, we've been trying to bottle it. So as mentioned, since you were last with us, we've been trying to bottle our lead in the Bundesliga. So we started off 2-0 win against Hanover. It was quite comfortable. We then lost to a late goal in the first leg of the game against Manchester United at Old Trafford, with Casanova getting the 83rd minute goal for them. We then got absolutely slapped about by Augsburg. Don't know what happened there. We just did not get going all game. And then we played Hertha Berlin, and we tried our best to mess that one up as well, but Allner decided, no, I'm going to score a header in the 89th minute to save us, which was very nice of him. So we're back to play Leverkusen and the second leg against Manchester United. We're needing a win here to go back above Hertha Berlin. They're currently ahead of us, but we've obviously got this game in hand. As I say, we're trying to bottle this, and I'm really trying to stop it from happening. And hopefully we can get the win that we need against the team who are currently sat in 11th, so I would hope so. And then we'll see if we can get through our curse against Manchester United and finally beat them in this save. Let's go and see if we can go back to the top of the table first of all. So, lineup for today, we've got Katendre in goal. The back four of Alexander Arnold, Hoffman, Bakari, and Henrique. And then Vrank is sitting in the middle of the wing backs. Kolev and Grumman in front of him, with Demir in the number 10. And then Benz and Pedri are up front together. You may notice Lambermont is missing. He picked up a injury. I think it was in the game against Augsburg. You probably saw it a moment ago. I think it was listed on the right hand side. But yeah, he's only out for a couple of weeks. It was a pulled hamstring, I believe. So he's not fit today. Hopefully, we can see Pedri have a good game up front. He is known to get a goal here and there. And hopefully he can fill in the gaps as he's played through here, and he does exactly that. The assist coming from Grundman and Pedri with a very nice finish. Cool and composed as he puts us 1-0 in the lead. Vrank with a weird pass to get it to Grumman, and then the little exchange between Benz and Demir, and then back to Grumman. Through ball for Pedri. 1-0. We lead. And look at the XG. Very good chance that was as well. So it's nice to see it get put away. We've got a corner now, which Bakari's at the near post. Doesn't quite manage to get on it. And then the second cross goes to no one. But the clearance is back with us. Frank plays it across to Henrique, who plays it inside to Kolev. And now he's going to try and find space. Finds Henrique on the left-hand side, who's trying to take on his man. He needs to get a cross in. And plays it back to Grumman, who plays it to Demir. And it bounces to Kolev, but there was an offside in there. I think it was off Demir's shot. I'm guessing it was Ben's. But I think there was just an offside in there. Yeah, it was Ben's. And unfortunate, nothing Kolev could do about it. But I think it was the right decision. We're not getting a replay of that for some reason. It was Demir's shot that bounced back to him. It's meant to show us disallowed goals, but okay. Don't worry about it. And Leipzig are winning their game. They have had a bit of a loss in form. They are now really battling to stay in the top four. They've kind of dropped out the title race completely. It's now down to us and Hertha Berlin, as we've broke away potentially 12 points clear at the top of the table. And hopefully we stay level on points with Hertha Berlin. We're going to make a change here. We're going to send Grau on just to avoid that yellow card. And there's a lot of noise going on out there. I'm going to shut that window between the games. I do apologise if you can hear all that noise. The lap trying to find space on the right hand side for Leverkusen and gets the ball in, and it's 1-1. And that all comes from a cross that we actually block and then let them get back to. Very poor from Bakari. Although you have to question, who's Grumman marking? Who's Henrique marking? There's 3 men in the box here, and Henrique is just leaving them to it. We're going to send Olner on for Benz. Hoffman has just headed over the bar. And now we need to go attacking because we need the goal. And we'll make our next change. Now we're going to send... We need an attacking change. Maybe we send Nassim Bene on as a Mazzala alongside Grundman and hope that between them they can put together a good enough attack for a goal. Grundman on the ball there looks for Pedro, but it's a very poor pass that nearly lets them come back at us, and it still might. Delap has played it through. Oh dear. And somehow Lay's tickers missed the target. That was horrendous as Hoffman just kind of, similar to what Morena did in the previous episode, just got bullied off the ball. Henrique not managing to bring the ball down there, and it's been played over the top into space, and Hoffman has absolutely bottled this game. Hoffman's had an absolute mare and given them a penalty. They're going to win the game, and we're going to be left 3 points behind Hertha Berlin. Oh no, we've had a save. Okay. Now, how about we go up the other end? Why are we getting goal line technology on a penalty? Go away. And the ball in Leistech easily heads away. Nice to see Hoffman challenging for the header. He's clearly afraid of Leistech at this point. And Arnold plays it in for Grau. Pedri trying to find space, sends it out to Enrique, who drills it across. And Olner is in there with what should be the winning goal. It should be. And considering how bleak it looked just 2 minutes ago in the game, Pedri with spreading the play out to the left-hand side, Henrique with the ball in, and Olner getting his head on it. He has saved us twice recently. He might be in line for a start, in fact. Why have you done that then? Okay, we've got space here. Pedri is on the right-hand side. He's got tons of men with him. And he's gone for goal. Why, Pedri? Why? Alexander Arnold with the long throw into the box. It's straight to Oliveira. Oh no, we've just handed it back to them to come back at us. The ball over the top. Bakari doesn't get it very far away. And they're still on the ball. Tapsoba plays it in behind. Oh no. And Delap has absolutely bottled that, although there was an offside. And it looks like we're going to just about get away with it. We have done so. We are back at the top of the table. We got away with it a little bit. But now we've got to go and try and beat Manchester United, where we cannot concede, because then we are going to need 3 goals, which I'm not confident we're getting. So we're back now to try and turn it around against Manchester United. We've brought Fran in for Hoffman at the back. Grau has gone in midfield, replacing Kolev, who misses this game through suspension. And Olner has come in up front for Benz. So they're the 3 changes that we've made. Yeah, 3 changes that we've made today. And let's see if we can turn it around against Manchester United. We know that they're a very good team, and we know I've struggled against them previously. As they mentioned there, a terrible record against Solskjaer. For me, who's still Manchester United boss, my ideal would be I go back to Italy, win the Serie A just in time for Solskjaer to retire, and I can take over the Manchester United job to go and win the Premier League. That would be quite nice for us. But a long way to go before we get there, and we need to try and get a win here. And that is not the start you want. Them at the end of the pitch, Katenge with a very good close range save, and plays it to Alexander Arnold, who is going to make a run down the right hand side. He's being followed the whole way, but plays it back to Pedri, who gets tackled but keeps the ball, finds Ulner, who gets a shot off, but it's straight at the keeper, and a little bit too easy for him to save. The ball has gone towards the far post, and Bakari made his run too early. So we remain 0-0. The ball comes forward. Bakari able to deal with that quite easily. Henrique going to try and get down the left-hand side. And he's got a chance to try and get a cross in, but he loses the ball to Casanova, who clears it away. Alexander Arnold plays it to Grau, and Ulner is in behind. And it's a save, and he was offside again anyway. So it's two big chances were created, but both were offside. So are there really chances created? We found Fran at the near post, and he's headed over the bar. We are looking very up for this game. Katenge plays it to Fran, and he's going to play it out from the back. Alexander Arnold looking for Ulner, but doesn't quite manage to find him. It's gone back to the keeper, who has chance to play it out. Greenwood and Casanova exchanging the ball, and now Greenwood going to come running at Henrique, but there's a man there to block him, and ball in behind found Esposito. I thought he was offside, but apparently not, and we have to just clear it away. A very dangerous ball in behind there, and I'm almost tempted to just drop that defensive line back a little bit, just to try and avoid the threat of them coming in behind like that. Let's throw some encouragement their way. It's going to be 0-0 at half time, which isn't the worst case scenario. Yeah, this is still recoverable here for us, because at 0-0 we've got 45 minutes. We need that one goal mostly. If we can get a second, then fantastic, but we need the first goal to go in our favour, and we are starting to get to a point where we need it to come very soon, as Tong gets a chance to bring Manchester United forward. It's back to Waters, who finds Greenwood on the right-hand side. He's going to have a run at the defence. Plays it behind Tong, who's got to run back to collect it. And Waters plays it out to Hurtado. And then plays it out to the left. Esposito now taking on Fran. And a fantastic block. And I don't know how Katenge has managed to get across to save that chance from Greenwood. We're going to have to... I don't want to bring Grunban off because he's so good. I think we're going to drop Demir out of the team for Benz. Let Ulner go up front as the more attacking striker, and Pedri can drop in to the attacking midfield slot. And then that's all I really want to change at the moment. It's not really working out for Pedri as a striker, but he's good enough to drop back into the attacking midfield slot. And the ball in towards the far post. Greenwood's there again, and it is headed over. Bastoni now coming on for Manchester United. They're playing with quite a defensive team there. We're going to have to go attacking. Alexander Arnold with the long throw. Sends it in. Pedri's in there, but he's never going to beat the keeper in the air. And he's able to catch it comfortably and look for Esposito, who heads down to Havertz, coming back to haunt us maybe. Greenwood plays it in for Esposito, and it's 2-0. And that is our Champions League run over. We're going to actually make a couple changes off that to rest Grumman and Alexander-Arnold for the league, because I don't see a way we bounce back in this game now. Pedri on the left-hand side now drills it into the box and Tong heads away. And it's picked up by Fran, who goes with an ambitious ball and loses it. And now Manchester United playing the ball in behind. Kitenge coming out to collect that. And plays it off to Nassim Bene. And we try to build an attack again, but Pedri sends it out to Henrique. We need 3 goals in these last 6 minutes. It's just not likely to happen. Nassim Bene crosses it in. Benz is in there and heads it just wide. That was probably a bit of a, if we get a goal here, there's a chance. We haven't got the goal, so I think this is game over. Havertz is in behind. Havertz gets the shot away, but what a save by Kitenge to keep us somewhat in it, but also not in it. Esposito now with the corner, sends it in, and it's Olner that manages to clear it away, but goes out for a throw-in, which doesn't really help us. It lets them keep the ball. And that is going to be game over today. So, the Manchester United curse continues as we lose out to them once again in this save. And we drop out of the Champions League. Let's go and have a look at what that means for us. So, following elimination from the Champions League, we have the league and the cup to play for still. We've actually got Hertha Berlin in the semi-final of the German Cup, and of course battling with them for the Bundesliga title. I would hope we can pull off a way to win them both. I think it is possible, but we're going to have to perform very well. What we'll do is we'll come back for the game against Wolfsburg and the semi-final of the German Cup. And hopefully at that point, we will still be top of the table, and maybe Hertha Berlin can drop some points on the way for us. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit like down below. Comment down below if you think we are going to finish the job this year and win the Bundesliga, and subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching.